Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a collective reading, and Spirit are talking about how there are going to be huge tests of faith towards the end of this year. So towards the end of 2024 and early-ish going into 2025, there's going to be huge tests of faith, both personally and within the collective. So if you're someone who says that you have a very strong intuition and you follow your intuition, you're going to be tested on that. If you're someone who walks very closely with God, with the Most High, with the Divine and your spiritual court, you're going to be tested on that. If you're someone who venerates your ancestors and walks with your ancestors, you're going to be tested on this. So there's a lot of tests of faith going on for you to really get rooted in your path and in your faith of God kind of taking the wheel. I'm hearing Jesus take the wheel. So maybe some of you use this line. You may often say like Jesus take the wheel, but faith is really being tested. And I got a notification just before I hopped on to do this reading that said don't miss out. So this faith is being tested to make sure that you're really honing in your intuition and in your psychic nature, and that you are trusting that God's got you, that your spiritual court has got you, that your ancestors have got you, that you are their wildest dream, that you came here to be the generational curse breaker, but the generational starter, because this is what we're moving into now. We're moving away from the generational curse breaker because a lot of people have been doing the work, and those of you who were drawn to this video, you have been doing that work. You've done a lot of inner work, you've done a lot of shadow work, and you've really taken accountability for your life and where you are currently at in this present moment, and you're now taking like aligned action. You're making moves and you're getting plans and you're like strategizing what to do next. It's going to get you that desired outcome. It's going to get you to reach to your, I'm hearing destination, but to your heart's desire. So I'm seeing the word destination, but the destination is within your heart. Let me get a few poems, please, Spirit, from my deck. Thank you. Okay, so this first one says, it is quite long. She is holy, she is war, she is a new open door. She is a wolf's howl, she is a silent night, she is warmth from candlelight. She is raw beauty, she is ugliness too, she is a landscape in a rear view. She is a horizon, she is illuminated, she is open, never gated. She is primitive, she is a curse and a gift, she is seen by many in any direction. She bestows spiritual protection. She is the womb, she is darkness, she is light. She grants us our divine birthright. She is the mother, she is the daughter, she is the goat brought to the slaughter. She is blood and she is water. She is the shadow in a sacred courtyard. She is the opposite of the sun. She is where it all begun. She is a prayer and she is a ritual. She is serene, she is a snake's bite. Her love and her venom rule over us all. We move with her phases, waxing or waning, her intensity gazes. She sees in all places. She helps truth seekers solve cases. She herself remains a mystery. She whispers to us our history. She is the moon, watch her bloom. So a lot of you right now are really coming into your blooming, and those of you who are women, your womb is really opening up. I'm just seeing a womb opening up like a lotus flower. So there's a lotus flower in the place of where your womb is. So your womb is really blooming and you're really coming into the power that is your womb. So you're understanding that the womb is also a second heart. Women have two hearts. You understand the womb is a second heart and that the womb is also a portal, and you're really tapping into this portal and you're walking through it now. Most of you have already walked through it, so you're just at that point to keep the faith, to keep talking about faith and keeping the faith, and the fact that your faith is being tested. It's like you saying, I'm the empress. The Spirit are now testing you. God is now testing you, like, okay, you said you're the empress. You need to be doing things that the empress would do. You need to be making moves. You need to be thinking. You need to be acting in a way that the empress would act and do. And then the next poem we have here says, the temples of Egypt contain all four seasons. Light streams through the brick wall. It creates angelic shapes that stand ever so tall. The minds predicted the great fall, with secrets in plain sight in villages of Peru. Can you hear the whispers too of the ancestors who already knew? They mapped the stars whilst walking the earth. Roots and an inner compass led them to hearth. Stone circles and sacred sites brought tribes together to worship alike. Together they prepared foreseen plight, chanting and dancing well into the night. Future bloodlines shall spread their wings by the magic practice at Stonehenge. Remember, all eras have their end. And again, I'm taking this as a confirmation that you guys are moving from the generational curse breaker to the generational starter. That there's a huge cycle that is now beginning for you. I'm getting personally, so it's a few of you who are going to be walking into this new dawn, walking into this new cycle first. So we're going to kind of pave the way because your soul has signed up to this, because your soul has a certain self-mastery and has a certain key that's going to open certain locks and doors. So you're going to pave the way for other people to be coming through after you. But I'm hearing Glastonbury, so some of you could be from Glastonbury. Maybe you live there, or maybe that's like one of your dreams. You really want to live in Glastonbury, or somewhere that has a very heavy ley line energy. I'm getting ley line energy, and just been showing like a map, and then Mother Earth, and it's like this map just kind of hones in and zooms in on Mother Earth, and it zooms in on the ley lines, and it zooms in on a lot of sacred sites, particularly in the Europe, in Europe. So Europe is very significant. And the UK is very significant here. Some of you may be planning trips to visit certain sacred sites within Europe. That's what you've always wanted to do, and now you're taking that aligned action. I do feel like there's a lot of codes and downloads that are going to be coming into you from the land that you step on. Because each new land that you step on, that you call to, it's because it has coding within the land for you. That you kind of, it's like you're pulling this up, you're pulling this coding, this downloading up from Mother Earth, from her roots, from her core, up through your root chakra. It's like it's going into your feet, going into your root chakra, and you're pulling it up and you're integrating it, and then you're putting it through your crown, so then you can express it and you can share this wisdom and these ancient codes with other people to assist them in their journeys and to assist humanity in moving up in consciousness now. Okay, so we have here, it's a very, very heavy divine feminine energy that's coming through during this reading. So this says, the woman and the rose, how would you like her to pose? Is it the curves that captivate or the heart? He thinks I'm too sensitive, so ask please, don't start. Us women are just playing our part. Attention seekers or divine mystery keepers. There's many layers inside the feminine well, but shush, don't tell. We keep men on their toes. What stirs deep within us, secretly they all want to know. A white mask allure, the energy eluding from us, is a lonely man's cure. Don't answer every prospect at the door. Sometimes leave a gentleman on the porch. Breathe deeply into your rose. Look him in the eyes and say you must go to be the main character of your show. Attract, don't chase, and never ever be late. God's set requires a star promptly. Now go on, remember you choose who to cast as your date. Let me read this line again here. God's set requires a star promptly. So this is why this test of faith is happening, because God is calling a lot of people to completely stand in their power now and come into who they came here to be. So you're really asking to really get very serious and disciplined and hone in on your purpose, on your Akashic records, on your soul's records. Why are you here in this present moment? What is it that God, the divine, and your ancestors are asking you to do? Why did you incarnate? These are the kind of questions that you would have been asking yourself, because you know that you're in a very pivotal, I'm hearing a very pivotal moment within your lifetime. I'm just going to get an angel number for you guys. So what angel number do the collective need to see? We have here 44, stability. You could be seeing 44 everywhere. Maybe that is your age. But stability is coming through because this test of faith, for a lot of you, it is going to relate to finances. It's going to relate to finances. And this could be, I'm just seeing a foundation. So I'm seeing 4 walls, and I'm also seeing the 4 of Wands tarot card in my mind. So there's foundations that you're being asked to lay right now. You may be asked to completely leave a job or completely leave a career that you've always known. It's like something you've always known, and you know now. It's not just your intuition. It's literally like the narrator, like the Most High narrating, like the voice of God. It's giving that energy. You know when you have a dream and there's like a narrator within the dream, and you know that this voice is the voice of God. It's like that, but you're awake. You're not in the dream state, and you're hearing like move. Like, move, my child. I'm hearing move, my child. You need to move now. You need to take the step now. It's time. It's not a little whisper. It's a very loud, almost roar. Like a lion's roar. Like, you need to move now. Now is time. And it's going to lead you to stability. So you need to take that chance. You need to have a leap of faith. And this is what testing of your faith means. You need to be taking that leap of faith now, even where it doesn't make that logical sense. But you can feel it deep down in your bones, in your intuition, and from the divine, from the Most High, that this is the right thing to be doing. And then we have 55, shift. So you could be seeing repeating 5s everywhere. And we have a butterfly in the card here. So you could be seeing butterflies everywhere, like photos of butterflies as well. Obviously, they represent change and transformation, but it says shift. So there is a huge shift happening. There's been shifts happening now for a while. A good while. I'm hearing eons, but it's like everything now is coming to a head. Everything is coming to a head. We're at the peak. We're at the peak of spiritual war. My guys keep saying this. They keep repeating this, and they have been repeating this for years, particularly when we got to 2020. And I think you'll notice, like, from 2020, that's really when people were noticing that time is literally going so fast. And that's because the vibration and the frequency of Mother Earth is lifting. It's because the divine feminine has been rising. It's now risen to a point. And people are waking up to the fact that time is an illusion, and waking up to the spirit world. And within the spirit world, it isn't necessarily time. It's the past, the present, the future, and they're all happening simultaneously. For those of you who are scared to take this risk, or you know your faith is being tested, and you may be a bit hesitant or scared to take a step, you know deep down you need to be taken. You need to be like tuning into your future self. What would your future self done in this present moment? Ask your future self too. This is where you can do automatic writing. You can journal. Ask your future self questions like, what step do I need to be taking next? Or if you have the step in mind, you have the plan in mind, just ask your future self, is this what you would do? Want to be putting yourself in your future self's shoes? And this is the future self that is at that destination. There's really and truly walking the path of the heart, and has her or his heart's desires. Did you want one more angel number? One more. We have 525, reshape. Yes, you're being asked to reshape your reality. And a lot of you're bridging that gap. I'm hearing the Holy Trinity, but it's like the maiden, the mother, the crone, the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. It's like the gap is being bridged, and you're understanding who you are. You're understanding that you have many layers, but you're really connecting to the fact that you have your human significant, unique blueprint, right? But then you also have your divine blueprint, your soul's blueprint. And that gap is being bridged, so you're really coming together as a whole being. And the divine masculine, the divine feminine within you are coming together as a whole being. But I can feel very strongly divine feminine energy. So it's the divine feminine within you right now that's really coming to the surface. It's rising to the surface. And again, obviously this is connected to intuition. It's connected to the womb. Even if you're a man, you're being asked now to really connect to your intuition and to your soul. And to be taking those leaps of faith. And to be connecting to the womb, to the core of Mother Earth herself. But it says reshape. So a lot of you could be, I'm getting like your physicality. You could be changing something about your physicality. Some of you could have been having like teeth issues, or maybe you're getting your teeth done. I'm feeling like a sensitivity in my teeth. Some of you could have just had a tooth out, and maybe you need a tooth out. You could be investing a lot of money into getting your teeth done. But we have 525 here. So you could be also listening to frequency music that's at this hertz, like 525. Or maybe this is your sign that you need to, because that's going to assist you at present. This one. Nope, this one. Can we get a few messages from this deck, please, Spirit? What do the collective need to hear right now? We have autumn, bounty, balance. So the autumn time is where we are. It's where we are right now in the UK. We're in autumn. So this time right now, they're saying the end of 2024 and going into January. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, if it's somewhere where you are. The time right now, the end of 2024, is very significant. And it's significant when it comes to abundance. It's significant in laying new foundations. It's like you really need to lay these foundations before moving into 2025. But a lot of people's harvest is coming in. And I feel like a lot of you are getting that sign that now it's the right time to pick your harvest. Now it's the right time to harvest those seeds that you planted maybe many years ago that are now sprouted into a beautiful bounty. It's now time for you to go and collect your harvest, and this is what is happening. But you are being tested with your faith, because you do need to be moving with your intuition. What else, Spirit? Maybe some of you, something very significant could have happened around Halloween when it came to your finances and when it came to your career. Maybe you got a new job. Maybe this is when you left the job and you're starting a whole new career. But something significant would have happened around Halloween time. We have walking staff, support, encouragement. Yeah, you're being really asked to walk to the end of this ledge now and jump, and your spiritual court is going to catch you. And it's going to lead you to a whole new reality. I'm also hearing the word real. What's real? Okay, now I'm hearing that quote, real eyes recognize real lies. Real eyes recognize real lies. So you're really seeing who you are. And the more deeply you see yourself, the more you go into your own well of yourself, the more deeply you can see other people. And this is where your intuition and your discernment can really come to the surface, and it won't be kind of like it's unwavered. So you won't let your logical mind and your thoughts get in the way of your intuition and what your discernment is telling you. So you're going to see who people really are. And this is going to help you a lot in life, because it can save you from heartbreak. It can save you from getting into business with the wrong person who could potentially have like an agenda to stab you in the back in the future. But again, the staff, again, it's that wand energy, it's that foundation energy, it's that support. So you know that you can lean on your spiritual core, but also lean into Mother Earth. And Mother Earth really wants to hold a lot of you. I'm seeing a fetus right in the core of Mother Earth. Allow her to hold you, allow her to nurture you. And work with Mother Earth, work with the elements, work with the moon. Work with her herbs, work with her flowers. Working with the energy of the divine feminine right now can be very, very beneficial for you. And if you're a woman, really tapping into your womb and doing any healing that's needed to be done on your womb is really going to be beneficial. And it's going to be beneficial in terms of your money, in terms of resources, in terms of finances, in terms of you feeling safe and secure within your root and feeling very anchored and very grounded to Mother Earth. You could be seeing staffs everywhere or certain birds everywhere. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit, from this deck? I'm not taking those. We have health, safety, comfort, spiritual connection. This is what you're being led to. Some of you could practice candle magic. You could do a lot of prayer work, and you always light candles for your ancestors. Maybe you have an altar that's on top of a fireplace like this. You could have an altar that's in your front room. Where I'm seeing someone like sitting down, having coffee and lighting a candle, and you're talking to your ancestors. If you don't do this, you're being called to do this more. To venerate your ancestors, those that came before you, because you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. And they chose you to be here in this time. They chose you to be that spark to ignite your bloodline again, to move into the generational starter and start a completely new cycle. It's like you're leading your bloodline, your lineage into a new dawn, into the new dawn, the new earth. And there's two, I'm seeing cats and like owls in one. So you could be seeing cats everywhere. You could be seeing owls everywhere. This could also be your like familiar, your spirit animal at present, the cat and the owl. There's also a photo of a dog on the mantelpiece. Some of you could be like big animal lovers. You could have pets within your home. I forget what it's called, but some of you could have, you know, where the animal is stuffed. Where the animal is stuffed, you could have that within your home. I forget what it's called. And some of you, your pet and your animals may always bring gifts to your door, and they may love bringing like bones to your door. What else, Spirit? I know I said one more with this deck, but they're asking for another card. We've got winter and ending, recharging, reflection. Yeah, so this winter period, the end of 2024 is very, very significant. Particularly if where you are at it is snowing, or where you are at there's a lot of mountains. But again, birds are significant. You've got a bird here again. And I'm seeing a little robin, so you could be visited by little robins right now. And I feel like for a lot of you, you associate robins with passed over loved ones. Like maybe when somebody passed over, you kept being visited straight away by little robin birds. I'm just seeing them at the window kind of just staring at you. And you knew this was your passed over loved one sending you a message. Doesn't have to be a little robin. It could be another bird. Maybe where you live and you have birds that kind of look like this. And like a reddy colour. I'm also hearing parrot. So you could have parrots. Nope, this deck. What do the collective need to hear? Can I get a few cards from this deck, please? I'm seeing eggs. Obviously, eggs represent new life and fertility. So a lot of you are in a very fertile time, which is why you're being asked to completely lean into your faith. Because something huge is about to shift and about to change. A lot of you are about to come into a heart's desire. And this is where you will be tested the most. It's also where things can get the most frustrating or annoying, because you kind of feel like it's here, like it's tangible. You're like, I can feel it within my orbit, like I can almost touch it, like, but where is it? Like it's not yet in my physical reality. But at the same time it is, which is where the frustration comes in, where it becomes annoying. Okay, so this one I got confused because this is on the back of the card. It's like a mirroring. So there's like a mirroring going on right now. Maybe you guys are about to meet somebody, and when you look in their eyes, you see yourself. And it's the same with them. When they look in your eyes, they see themselves. There's a mirroring going on. This could be both romantic or platonic. So it's a member of your soul tribe. You're supposed to meet at this time. You're supposed to come together. We have grace, blessings, and goodwill. Again, it's walking in grace. It's walking in your heart. It's having the grace of God and really trusting and knowing that God has got you. The divine has got you. You don't need to worry. So those of you who've been really worrying about something, that your spiritual core are asking you to lean into them because they're right there. I'm really drawn to this bee. Some of you could be seeing bees everywhere. Maybe some of you eat a lot of honey. You could be being asked to be eating honey at this time. Something about pollen. Maybe some of you have allergies to pollen. It doesn't matter what season it is. I'm getting it's like whenever the season changes, it's like you get like sniffly, you get bunged up. And for some of you, honey, particularly honey from your area, raw unpasteurized honey, they're saying, will help you. Particularly if you're adding it into your herbal teas, if you're adding it to a certain flower. I'm hearing chamomile tea. Some of you may drink that tea. Or just tea that has white flowers. Or you're using white flowers within it. And just keep hearing the word sacred, sacred, sacred. So you're really honing in on, you're focusing right now on your spiritual path and what is sacred to you. And what matters to you. That's too many cards. But we're taking this one, says, night's vigil, prepare and get ready. Yeah, and you see again, I'm just drawn to the altar in the background. So you guys may have been spending a lot of time at your altar and just praying to your ancestors and to God. And spending a lot more time when it comes to your spiritual practices and your spiritual discipline. And you can feel how this has shifted you. You can feel how this is really helping you. It's as if you're feeling lighter. It's like a weight has been lifted off your back. Or if the worries and the heaviness is still there, it's like there's a hand on your shoulder. Some of you can literally feel a hand on your shoulder of a passed over loved one. Or of your spiritual core, and you know they've got you. It's like that relief. Like you can relax now. You can breathe. You know what you've been praying for is coming in. A lot of you you could even been seeing the words like answered prayer. Maybe when you're going on social media, you keep seeing posts about an answered prayer. It's because your prayer is about to be answered. A lot of you, you've got Archangel Michael that's heavily around you at the moment. And Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is an ascended master. So he'll also be around you guys heavily at the moment. You could be seeing crosses everywhere. Like everywhere you turn, you could be seeing, I'm getting animals again. Be seeing a certain animal that you really connect with that is really strongly tied to your spiritual path and to you having faith. But you also could be seeing crosses everywhere. But I'm drawn to this helmet in the background. So it's that armor. You've put on that armor of God. But again, I'm hearing unwavering faith. You need to have unwavering faith at these times. And I know there's a lot of chaos going on out there in the world, which is why we're also being asked to have unwavering faith. And to not question. Some of you could have been questioning your spiritual path. You could have even been questioning, like, is there a God? Maybe you're seeing all this strife, all this chaos, all this war, and there's a lot of things being exposed. So you're seeing all these dark truths, and you could be asking, like, well, is there a God? You don't want to be asking that question because you know in your heart, yes, there is a God. Yes, there is the Most High. Yes, there's a divine orchestration going on. You know this. Some of you could be visiting churches or temples. Again, the sacred sites was coming through earlier. And I'm just seeing, the light that's streaming through. And on that second poem, it says here, it talks about light streaming through. Yeah, it says here, light streams through the brick wall. It creates angelic shapes that stand ever so tall. So some of you guys could be in a sacred temple, in a church, or even in your own home. And the light can shine through your windows. And when it shines through, it can reflect. And you can literally see an angel or angel wings. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more card, please, from this deck? Thank you. We have Holy Grail, Sacred Union. Yeah, a lot of you are about to meet someone that is your mirror. This is a member of your soul tribe, and this is God ordained. So this is God bringing you together. This is God magnetizing you together. Some people had spirit baby. It's your spirit baby that's bringing you together, because you're destined to have a child. If you're of a childbearing age, you're destined to have a child with this person. But this could also be you're creating life, you're creating bliss, you're creating joy. I'm drawn to this in the middle. You're going to be creating bliss and joy together. And you're going to share this with people around you, and you're going to share this with the wider world. So it could be a creative endeavour that's going to lead you to be coming into a lot of money, coming into a lot of wealth. But the Holy Grail, you are at that Holy Grail, and it's the cup runneth over. You are at the altar and your prayer is about to be answered. They keep saying it. You're at the altar and your prayer is about to be answered. Some of you could be dreaming about heavy, heavy goddess energy. It's very strong divine feminine energy that's coming through in this reading. I feel like a lot of you who are women particularly as well, you've been really connecting to your womb, and you've really bloomed and opened up your womb. And there's a lot of magic and miracles that are going to be coming in because of this work you've been doing on your womb. Because of the wisdom that you hold within your womb. Can I get a few cards, please, Spirit, from this deck? We have here thief. I'm hearing thief in the night, thief. So in the past, you could have people that stabbed you in the back, or I'm hearing played you. Who played your heart, who left you heartbroken, who left you down and out. And this is where it really taught you to listen to your intuition and listen to your discernment, because you would have been seeing, hearing the red flags. But it's like those of you really wanted to be loved. Or you really wanted this, you really wanted your story, you wanted that story. Some of you could have moved abroad, or you could have moved to be with this person. And then they ended up breaking your heart. But the light attribute says, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Let me read that again. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. A lot of you are coming into wealth, and you can feel this. And you could be having those doubts like, a lot of people are just going to be using me for money. Or if I'm just going to attract people who are going to be using me for money. But yeah, but your intuition and your discernment now is at a point where you can see who people are, because you see who you are. So you need to trust that. You need to have faith in that. That the right people are now coming towards you, and if the wrong people come towards you who have ill intentions, you're going to sniff them out from a mile off and just send them packing. And we have here Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. The shadow attribute is fear of intimate union. And you see all these hearts. So the heart's very significant. You could be seeing hearts everywhere. You know, like if you go on like a walk, you could be seeing like a cloud shape. It's in the shape of a heart. I'm seeing it upside down hearts. And maybe in the past you would see like upside down hearts everywhere. Maybe if you're going for a walk there was a leaf but it was upside down. And now you're noticing that you're seeing hearts everywhere. But they're the right way, because you've been doing a lot of work on your heart and you've mended it. I'm seeing the heart kind of being bandaged and being brought back together. But now the bandages have been taken off, and it's been taken off by God and Spirit, because it doesn't need to be there anymore. It's healed now. It's whole now. It's together again now. But maintaining the symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Some of you could have fears when it does actually come to a divine union. Maybe you've been scared of somebody seeing you. You're scared of being naked in front of someone again. And this is naked when it comes to mind, body and soul. So you could have had fears about somebody really and truly seeing you. Like, what if they see your scars? But when it's the right person, they want to see all of you. And it's going to be the same when it comes to them. You're going to want to see all of them. You're going to want to know about who they are and what made them who they are. But there's a lot of beauty that you see in each other with this person that you're coming into union with. With this soul, more of your soul tribe that you're about to meet. You see down here there's a wheel. So the wheel is turning. It's a confirmation of huge shifts that are going on. The wheel is turning. I'm hearing that you are both the virgin and the whore and everything in between. You are both the virgin and the whore and everything in between. So every single human being has many layers to them. Anything else, Spirit? I'm going to get one more card from this deck, please. One more card. Thank you. We have Child Eternal. Light attributes: determination to remain young in body, mind and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. Shadow attribute: inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. This is what has been healed. Which I'm not getting a codependent energy. I'm getting someone who is standing in their power, who is ready, who has that self-mastery now, who has this new key now. So you've closed one door, you're ready to turn around, open this door, and this door is leading into the new cycle, into the new dawn. And we see here we have the sunflower, we have the child. It's like the child is being carried by their ancestor, by the one of their spirit guides. And they're flying over this meadow, over these sunflowers. And this child is reaching out and also about to catch a butterfly. So butterflies came through earlier, so they are significant. But there was huge change and huge transformation going on. This is big, happy changes because you've done the work, because you've taken that leap of faith. And if you've been getting that inkling, if you've been hearing that voice to take that leap of faith, like I said before, this is not a whisper, it's very, very loud. You need to move now. You need to take that step and you need to jump and you will be caught. But you need to have that faith because your life is about to change. They're literally, I feel like some of you are really being slapped in the face now with these signs that your life is about to change, or something is about to shift, and you need to have that unwavering faith, which is why it's being tested, because God is asking you, do you really walk in your heart? Do you really hold Christ consciousness? Do you really believe? And this is where you need to kind of jump up like a child would and say yes. I'm going to finish off and get a card from this deck that I created. It's just got like quotes and different affirmations on. What do the collective need to hear, Spirit, from this deck? We have spiritual enlightenment, 717, 1717, seeing self through the eyes of God. Yeah. There's a huge transformation that is taking place when it comes to your spiritual path, which we are seeing throughout this whole reading. And for a lot of you, it's the divine feminine within you that is really being activated. And you're in union with your divine feminine, your divine masculine, with your light and your dark. You've claimed it all about yourself and everything in between. You know who you are. You're not afraid to delve in deep into the well of yourself, which also means you're seeing who other people are and you're seeing this world, you're seeing through illusions. And you're ready to step into that new door, into that new chapter. You could be seeing repeating 1s and 7s everywhere, but it's a very spiritual number that is connected to enlightenment. 717 has been connected with Yeshua. But some of you could do something to do with mathematics, or maybe you're just very gifted at maths, but you're understanding how numbers are literally interweaved into the very fabric of creation. So you're understanding how angel numbers are not just angel numbers. They hold a frequency, they hold a vibration, they hold a message. Some of you could be able to easily decipher when you see an angel number what it means. You could have other people that are coming to you who are seeing angel numbers who are like, I saw this number, what does it mean? But you know that you can't just like go on Google and Google this angel number and you just take that message of what it means. You know it's connected to this person at a certain point of that in their life. You'll be asking them to be like, okay, what were you thinking when you saw this certain angel number, or what were you going through? And if you saw it at different points in your journey, what was happening at those different points in those journey that kind of all tie together. It's like you're helping people to see the ley lines within themselves and see the ley lines within their own journey. Something about ley lines as well that's very, very significant. And then what we have at the bottom here, it says, pay the bills. Does it feed your soul? Your purpose will do both. So it's that sign for you guys that there is a shift coming within your finances, but you do need to take that leap of faith. And you do need to trust that you're doing the right thing by listening to God and by listening to your intuition. Now is not the time to be taking opinions, particularly unsolicited opinions and advice from other people around you who don't understand. Because they can't hear your intuition. They can't feel your intuition. They can't hear when God is speaking to you, because God is speaking to you, not them. Okay, the top of the deck says main character energy, the audience are hooked. So this is literally the energy you're coming into now. Main character energy, the audience are hooked. Remember that the right people are always going to be drawn to you. Like your flavor, I'm hearing your flavor of human. There's going to be other people out there who like your flavor of human. I know they're talking about ice cream. So you know with ice cream, there's many different flavours of ice cream. There's going to be people, and how many people do you know who love chocolate ice cream? Probably a lot. But then there's also going to be people who like vanilla, who like pistachio, who like cookie dough, whatever it is. There's many different flavours. And this is also true of humans. There's many different flavours. And people are going to be drawn to your human side, your personality, your spirit of who you are in this lifetime. But they're also going to be drawn to your divine blueprint, to your soul's journey, to your soul's energy. Is that it, Spirit? Yeah, so that is all the messages that are coming through. I hope that did resonate with somebody out there, and I will see you in my next video.